Hi, and welcome to Dixie Sun News at noon. I'm Mason Hardy.
And I'm Hannah Pollock. Thanks for joining us.
Monday around 10 a.m., a freshman was hit by a car, resulting in a broken foot. A miscommunication led to this unfortunate event when the pedestrian was walking through campus on her way to class. Despite the broken foot, she is still attending classes regularly like a true trailblazer. Drivers, please watch out for pedestrians and students alike walking through the campus parking lots. A new housing complex for students in the community is under construction in downtown St. George. The estimated $40 million City View Apartments and Hotel is being constructed between Main Street and 100 West. The addition of this new housing complex will help St. George's growing population, and apartments should be up for lease by fall 2018. The government shutdown is over, at least for now. Following their vote on a temporary spending bill Monday, Congress now has until February 8th to reach an agreement, or we may yet see another government shutdown. Until then, this means that Zion National Park is back to its usual day-to-day operation. The park facilities are back open, the full staff is back to work, and entry fees are reinstated. Visitors can expect to be able to visit the park as normal.
Dixie State University's Career Center is taking students to Seattle to network with companies like Amazon and Microsoft over spring break. The Career Center's 3-day trip will be the first of its kind. Students will receive tours at some of the world's biggest companies while building relationships with potential employers. For more information on future career trips, contact the Career Center. #1 Billboard artist and National Chopin competition winner, pianist Josh Wright, has performed all over the United States and Europe and is now coming to Dixie. Wright will join the Southwest Symphony as a guest soloist performing the Rachmaninoff Third Concerto. The performance will be in the Cox Auditorium tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. For more information and to purchase tickets, go to tickets.dsutix.com. Instead of taking a break, some DSU students will be breaking a sweat while giving back to those in need over their spring breaks. DSU's Student Association is offering students the chance to visit Houston or Puerto Rico to assist with disaster relief efforts over spring break. The first informational meeting will be held February 1st for those interested.
A new bike share program has arrived in St. George. This app-based program allows residents to rent a bicycle with the touch of a button. The program includes 10 bike share stations and 55 bikes here in St. George. They are located in places like Suntran bus stops, housing complexes, and here on Dixie's campus. To get started, download the app Zagster. Annual membership for students is $15, $30 for non-students, and a $1 per half-hour option is also available.
The semester is well underway, but as spring is just around the corner, new events are popping up all over St. George. Today through Friday, from 9 a.m. to 8:30 p.m., the Utah Fusion and Ag Show take place at the Dixie Center. There will be speakers, vendors, and more. So if agriculture interests you, this weekend is definitely a fun stop to make.
Stay tuned. After the break, we will tell you how you can make attainable goals instead of those hard-to-keep New Year's resolutions.
Run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where did cats go on vacation? New York.
think getting dumped by a text is harsh, try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I bought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
Instead of struggling to maintain New Year's resolutions, Dixie State University faculty members advise creating realistic, attainable goals. Taylor Lewis has more on the story.
Year after year, people fall victim to this idea of New Year's resolutions. Within a month, most have already forgotten what they plan to change, and according to the Huffington Post, less than 8% of people actually maintain their New Year's resolutions.
Rather than create a cliche resolution every new year, Assistant Career Services Director Shane Blocker advises internally motivated goals based off how you learn.
Are you a kinesthetic learner? Are you an auditory learner? Are you you have to hear it and speak it or whatever that is? Figure out how you learn and then set the goals in a way that you'll be able to accomplish them by that.
While creating a list of one's goals works for some, Blocker says to find the best method that works for you.
Don't try to do it the way that other people do it because you'll feel frustrated, right? I remember always feeling frustrated that I wasn't accomplishing it the way that this person was accomplishing it, but whenever I've turned it into, okay, I know how I learn, I know how I act, I know how, whatever, those goals just automatically start happening, because you're doing it your way.
After establishing what type of learner you are, Student Success Assistant Director Tiffany Draper says setting SMART goals narrows down broad ideas to create a clear vision of the future.
It's just a matter of determining what it is specifically that you really want, what amount of time you have to devote to it, and whether or not it's really going to fit in with what you're already doing and what you're willing to change with what you're doing.
Although goals can be hard to maintain, remember you're not in this alone.
Find someone that will help you and hold you accountable, or that will help you along the way.
Draper also recommends talking with someone with a varying level of expertise to offer new insight on any obstacles you may face.
Students shouldn't necessarily go to a student. It's nice to go to a student sometimes just to be able to vent, but if you want to see things more clearly or to get some answers, seek help from somebody that is outside of that.
For Dixie Sun News, I am Taylor Lewis.
For those who need someone to hold them accountable to their goals or need help specifying what they want to accomplish, students can meet with student success coaches and faculty for assistance. Rather than stay indoors during the colder winter months this year, take advantage of these outdoor activities before the weather heats up. Maria Modica has more on the story.
What Dixie State University students can do during the cold spring semester? Well, here are 3 different winter activities that students can try out. Number 1, snowboarding. 28-year-old Brad Griffith is a store manager at Zoomies and has been snowboarding professionally for 15 years.
I call myself a park junkie, so I'll sit in the park pretty much all day, but I love cruising through trees, flying through trees, powder, throwing up big powder clouds when it's all snowy. Just everything about it, I always will have a smile on my face.
For students who are interested in snowboarding before the snow melts, Brian Head is doing a college night where students can ride on the park at night for only $15 with your ID. They'll also rent a snowboard, boots, and bindings for only $15 as well.
It's just such a fun thing to just go and just cruise around and just, enjoy your time with your friends. It's nighttime too, so it's an awesome, cheap way to get out on the mountain and have some fun.
Number 2, mountain biking. For 18-year-old Ashlyn Pusey, mountain biking is an activity that she's done for almost 9 years. She bikes year-round and is also a sales associate for Red Rock Bicycle Company.
I almost prefer wintertime because it's in the 50s, it's just perfect biking weather. And so I'm out all the time, all throughout the day, versus like in July where it's like 110 degrees and I'm like, I'm not gonna go biking in that weather. Biking is for everyone, all ages. It's whatever skill level you're at. You can push yourself or you can take it easy. We do a lot of group rides, even at Red Rock. We have a lot of events that students can get involved there.
Pusey will be enrolled in fall of 2018 and is starting the process of opening a new mountain bike club at DSU.
Hopefully a team that'll travel all around Utah. That's the goal. It's still in the making, so we're going to get it there.
And number 3, rock climbing. Waking up early to go climbing Chuckawalla Wall, Western Hargis and Nick Newbar are both seniors at DSU and both work at Deseret. Hargis is majoring in exercise science and has only been rock climbing for 3 years here in southern Utah.
So rock climbing is, I would say, is more of a winter sport because you can go all day, where in the summertime you can start at 5 and you have to be done by 9 or 10. It's hard to do it in the summertime in the middle of the day because the rock gets so hot and you get blisters on your hands.
For Newbar, who has been majoring business, has been rock climbing for 2.5 years and started the rock climbing club after he took the rock climbing course at DSU.
I didn't realize how much potential there was out here actually for rock climbing. You can go 5 to 10 minutes in any direction and be at a wall with climbers from all over the world. And so I wanted to try to introduce that to all the other students at Dixie.
We'll see people that are like 60s, 70s, and if not 80s still coming out. I come to the shop getting gear to go climbing, so it's definitely a life sport. Great exercise, it's a great way to be outside, and we can do it all year round here.
For students who want to try rock climbing as a winter activity, register for the rock climbing class at Dixie.
And they teach you how to set up everything, proper techniques, what you'll need, and it kind of gives you like a group to go out with that are in the same boat as you.
Whether it be snowboarding, rock climbing, or mountain biking, each of these 3 activities are perfect to enjoy and try out. For Dixie Sun News, I'm Maria Modica.
For those interested in signing up for DSU's rock climbing class, the class number is 1528, section 02.
The men's and women's basketball team traveled to the Bay Area recently, so let's go ahead and throw it over to Kylie to catch up on our Trailblazer sports.
Thank you, Mason. Men's and women's basketball will be returning home tomorrow night after 4 away games in California. Men's basketball swept the Bay Area, starting off with a 77-56 point win over Notre Dame de Namur. The team then traveled to Oakland, California for a 75-57 win against Holy Names University. The Trailblazers finished their trip with a 92-70 win over Dominican University of California and a 61-47 win against the Academy of Art University. Men's basketball is now 10-2 in the Pacific West Conference and is on a 7-game win streak. The Lady Trailblazers went 2-2 in the Bay Area. The team won 78-66 against Holy Names and 75-65 over the Academy of Art, but suffered losses to Notre Dame de Namur and Dominican. Out of the 4 games, Maddie Ventling put up 58 points, while teammate Taylor Moyaki added 57 points, and Kristen Baldwin scored 53 points. You can catch the Trailblazers back in action tomorrow night in the Burns Arena. The women's game starts at 5:30 p.m. and the men's is at 7:30 p.m. Oregon State University athletes are launching a mental health initiative after a Washington State University quarterback died by suicide. The initiative, #DamnWorthIt, is intended to help OSU students understand, learn, and discuss how to cope with depression and other mental health concerns. That's a wrap for Sports Corner with Kylie.
It's great to see athletes taking mental health initiatives.
Indeed. I'm really excited for them to do that. Taking a handle on things is a good thing.
Well, especially using a hashtag, it's such a contemporary way to keep that energy flowing and keeping people aware of the subject.
Great.
Well, thanks for watching the first edition of the Dixie Sun News at noon this Thursday, 25th.
We will see you here next week. Same time, same place.
Have a good week, Trailblazers.